Welcome back to another episode of Start Living Sustainable. I'm glad you're here. I'm Cynthia, your host. And if your little one is dealing with nonstop sniffles, rashes that don't go away, or those exhausting middle of the night coughs, we've all been there as moms. And if you're wondering if maybe, just maybe, something in your home could be the cause, mama, this episode is for you. You may be one of those moms who are double checking labels. You're buying the clean stuff and still feeling stuck and wanting answers. You don't want fear. You want real answers. You want to know what matters, what doesn't, and how to actually make your home a safer place without losing your peace of mind or breaking the bank. It's really important to know that you're not imagining any of this stuff, and you're definitely not alone. I'm hearing moms tell me that they're struggling with finding answers to natural cures and alternative products that really work. Listen, every mom should know about some of the hidden toxins that are affecting their child. Are you ready for this? I know that I am, so let's jump in. Hi friends, welcome to Start Living Sustainable. I'm your host, Cynthia Harvey Brown. In this podcast, I'm going to help you discover sustainable ways to improve your overall health and well-being in your home. And I'm going to show you how to do this without spending a lot of time or money, all in partnership with God. Yes, if you're ready to show yourself some love, experience a new level of wellness, build faith, and align your values with God's vision for your life, then you're in the right place. Pour out the diet soda and we should talk about those yoga pants. Let's have some serious fun in today's episode. First things first, I do want to invite you to book your free wellness call with me right now. The link is in the show notes down below, and this is a perfect opportunity for us to connect. This is a touch point where I can talk to you about what really matters to you most, and I'll show you how to make some swaps that are doable, smart, and built for real life with real kids. Spots are limited, so take advantage of this and let's get started. Now, if your child is struggling with these chronic symptoms and you're constantly playing detective, reading labels with the prescriptions and the pediatric visits, then something's not adding up. The path forward isn't just about switching brands. It's stepping back to ask, what's the root cause? What are we unknowingly bringing into our homes that could be making things worse instead of better? Trust me, here's the strategy that will get us results. We have to stop treating symptoms and start removing the sources that may be causing those symptoms. That's where I come in as a mom, a wellness coach, and a non-toxic living strategist. I honestly believe you deserve to stop second guessing and start leading with confidence. So I'm going to ask you a hard but helpful question. How much longer are you willing to wait before making the changes you already know are overdue? You don't need to overhaul everything overnight. You just need a plan, a partner, someone to help you take one aligned step at a time. So let me share these 5 points with you that I know will make a difference in your life. The first one is the air inside your home, you should know, may be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outside air. The EPA reports that common items like your candles, your air fresheners, disinfectant sprays, they release VOCs, which are volatile organic compounds. And these toxins don't just disappear, they actually linger and they build up in enclosed spaces, especially your bedroom, bathrooms, and the playrooms. So if your child is breathing in these pollutants 8+ hours a night, what is that doing to their little developing lungs? The second point I want to make is that kids actually breathe more air and take in more toxins than adults. Pound for pound, their little bodies are absorbing more. And since they're crawling, playing, and napping close to the floor, where many of these heavy chemicals settle, what you clean with really matters. Even the rugs, mattresses, and toys can off-gas chemicals for months. These are things I want you to think about. The third point I can't stress enough is fragrance, because it's legally a black box. Unfortunately, manufacturers don't have to disclose what's inside a fragrance, and that one word can represent hundreds of hidden chemicals. In fact, the EWG found that over 75% of fragrance containing products include ingredients linked to hormone disruption and allergic reactions. So here's a bonus tip. If the label says fragrance and it doesn't tell you what kind, it's a no for me. The fourth point that I want you to know about is that the toxic load adds up. And it adds up fast. It's not just the lotion or the wipes or the floor cleaner. It's all of it together. Our children's detox systems are still developing, right? And they can't process chemical overload the way adults do. That's why symptoms can show up as eczema, chronic congestion, poor sleep, behavioral issues, or nothing obvious at all until much later. If we logically think about this, if we can reduce the load early, why wouldn't we? The fifth point that I want to make here in this episode is that your laundry room may be the most toxic room in your house. Yep, that fresh scent, often created with petroleum-based synthetic fragrance, the optical brighteners, and residues that cling in the clothes. When your child wears that shirt or cuddles their favorite blanket, they're in constant contact with those chemicals, and that can be avoided. So listen, that fresh linen shouldn't come with a side of asthma. The sixth point I want to make here is that you don't need to fix everything today. It's not all or nothing, but you do need a plan. Overhauling your entire home overnight, that is just plain right overwhelming, even to think about it. But slowly swapping out what matters most, that is doable. And that's where support matters, because when you're juggling work, laundry, dinner, and trying to figure out what the heck these 21 letter ingredients are, having someone guide you can save your sanity. So here's another question for you, Mama. How much longer do you want to do this the hard way? God knows we all need to simplify our systems, simplify our life. And with a plan that works and someone that supports you, it's so much easier and it makes life so much simpler. So let's take a minute to recap. First, remember that the air inside your home can be up to 5 times more polluted than the air outside. 2 is that children breathe in more air, so they're breathing in more toxins than you are. The third point is to question those fragrances in products, because fragrance in a product can be a legal chemical cocktail. The fourth point is to remember that toxins add up. And that toxic burden on your child's body, as well as your own, can quickly start to cause an effect on the body. Point number 5, and what I find, is that the laundry room can be one of the most toxic places in your home. And more often than not, that is one of the first places I work with clients to clean up. And the final point is, just remember that you don't have to do all of this all at once. It's not about being overwhelmed or confused. It's about taking one simple step at a time, having a plan that works until you reach that goal. Imagine walking into your home knowing that every product in your nursery, the kitchen, it all supports your child's health as well as your own, and you're not overwhelmed anymore. Imagine that. You've got peace of mind. You're no longer reacting. You're leading. You've made intentional changes and you're seeing the results of your effort. And your child, they're breathing easier, they're sleeping better, and thriving in a home that you've created that aligns with your values. So let's get out of the confusion and into clarity. If you're ready to make these changes now, I invite you to book your first session with me so we can start working on your personalized step-by-step plan to detox your home one room at a time, and you'll know what to look for, what to toss, and what to keep. No fluff, no overwhelm, just clear, actionable steps that put your family's wellness first. So go ahead and book your free wellness discovery call with me. The link is below. Don't wait. We'll talk through where you are, where you want to go, and how I can help you get there. You don't need all the answers to make this decision. You just need to take the first step. You're one decision away from a cleaner life. So let's do this, Mama. I believe in you, and I believe that you want the best for your family. Thank you for spending some time with me today here at Start Living Sustainable, and I'll see you next week